Hey guys, James here with Costa Mesa Tech Solutions. Thank you guys for tuning into our first webinar. I wanted to talk to you guys about protecting yourself from online scams today. I want to do a series of webinars. You guys are free to suggest things in the comments below, whatever you guys want to see, and we're going to have a Q&A session. We will be doing these live in the future. I just wanted to show you guys what you guys could be expecting, but we will have a period where people can ask questions. We will be doing it live on Zoom. It's costamesatechsolutions.com/webinars. I will have a link to it down below as well, so it'll be very easy to access, but that is where the resources will be for future webinars. Okay, so let's talk about protecting yourself from online scams. So first off, let's talk about Costa Mesa Tech Solutions. So we are local to Costa Mesa, and we're just here to help simplify technology for you. I'm James Loveberg. I founded Costa Mesa Tech Solutions, and my co-founder Brendan has also helped me to make technology more accessible for everyone. And our goal is to offer tech support, tutorials, and custom solutions in Costa Mesa. You can check our website, but we have things with 3D printing, sim racing, and just helping you get your Wi-Fi going, all things like that. So the agenda of this webinar to talk about is, let's talk about what scams are and how they work, the common types of scams. So there's instant payment scams, telephone scams, and then AI-generated scams. These are just three we wanted to talk about, which are very common that we see. And then talk about red flags and warnings you could see where if you see these red flags, there's a potential of a scam that's going to be happening. And then just steps you can protect yourself if it does actually happen. But let's go ahead and talk about it with, of course, some protection so you guys don't get scammed. Precautions, we'll put it that way. All right, what is a scam? We got to talk about what it is first. It is a fraudulent scheme designed to cheat you out of your money or personal information. And they always use something like fear, urgency, or greed. So you feel like I have to give them this information right away. They need this. And in life, things are never that dire. Unfortunately, some situations are like that. But if you receive a phone call or something along those lines with in a dire situation, take a second first to evaluate. They always pose as a legitimate business, government, something that will seem like a legitimate business, but even though it seems like you should trust them, usually you should not. It can happen online, over the phone, and sometimes even in person. So we're going to talk about the first scam today, which is the instant payment recall scam. So this is where someone, if you're using Cash App, Venmo, something like that, as you can see in the screenshot, it shows that you were sent money, and then the scammer tells you, hey, I accidentally sent you that money. Please send it back. But most of the time, that money wasn't even legitimate money that they sent over. So the money gets refunded. You don't end up getting the money, and you send the money over to them, and they've just gotten $200 of your money, unfortunately. So scams like that, where if someone does send you the money and they ask you to send it back, that's where you should tell them to contact the app or whoever is responsible for it to deal with it from there. Because if you send money to them, then you can potentially lose that money. Let's talk about telephone scams too. So this is another scary one where you can get a phone call from any number, and it's possible to fake your phone number and make it appear to be any other phone number that isn't necessarily your number. And it will show as potentially the IRS, and if you look up the number, it will appear to actually be a real number. But in the end of the day, it's just a scammer. And they're going to ask for personal information, payment, things right away to scare you to try to get your money or your information. But the one way to protect against this is to always call the organization. If it's your bank or something, get their number from online. Directly call that number rather than answering the inbound call. Because if you make the outbound call to that number, you're guaranteeing who you're actually talking to. So then you can verify if that transaction or whatever they wanted is actually true. Then there's AI-generated scams. We have this little video to show you. But the idea with these is it's very easy with AI technology. It keeps advancing every single day to become more and more natural and real sounding. And this is early days of it. But here it appears that
I'm opening up access to my
is promoting this quantum AI platform, which Elon is not actually promoting. But if you just watch, you can kind of see that it is very unnatural movements and such. But you have to keep in mind that as time goes on, it becomes very easy to duplicate any person's persona. So anytime that you see something like this and you see a celebrity, you should make sure to look it up online and research maybe that person specifically, or reach out to a company like Costa Mesa Tech Solutions to make sure it is legit. Because usually if a celebrity does endorse something, they'll post it on their social media or something else like that. But if you just see a video in the wild and you can't find anything else about it, it's probably a scam.
Quantum AI platform to all EU residents. My team and I developed this platform to give people a chance to make a real living.
Our Quantum AI platform offers an easy and convenient way to earn from 1,000.
So you can hear it kind of sounds like Elon Musk's voice, but it's slightly robotic. But The thing you have to keep in mind here, well, that seemed convincing, it can get even more convincing. So anything with testimonials and things like that, you definitely need to approach them and question them. Let's talk about red flags. So if you have unsolicited contacts, people reaching out to you that you weren't expecting to contact you that need something, that's the first red flag. If they're asking for something that can't be reversed, like they're asking you to wire money or things where you can't easily get your money back, that's a sign of a scam. And sometimes you can check in the writing, where the writing of the scam, there'll be typos. It won't look exactly like the real site. The logo will be slightly off. Make sure to go to the actual website. And then if promises seem too good to be true, like guaranteed returns or free services, nothing in life is free. So you have to remember that if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Let's talk about how to protect yourself. So number one, don't give out sensitive personal or financial information to unsolicited contacts ever. Make sure you're cautious about clicking links. If you have a link in an email to a website, try to verify the authenticity of the site using Google rather than just clicking on random links from emails, because that's one way you can easily get scammed. If something seems suspicious, make sure to research it and confirm any requests claimed to be through companies by going to their actual website to see if that is a real request. If you do fall victim to a scam, it's very unfortunate, but it can happen to anybody. Make sure to contact your bank and credit card issuer immediately if you've sent money to try to freeze the accounts. And you can report the scams to the FTC, the Better Business Bureau, and the California DCA. And you can make sure to submit fraud reports to any companies that were impersonated, and keep any copies of documentation of what you did, of what happened to you, so they can be aided in the investigation. If you have any problems, please reach out to Costa Mesa Tech Solutions. We aren't the FTC. We can't legally help you, but we can definitely give you advice based on the scams that we've seen and we've dealt with in the past. In closing, the scammers are always evolving their techniques. AI technology keeps getting better and better, so you always have to stay on your toes. Question everything online. If something seems off, check your gut instinct. If it's telling you it's off, it probably is off before you act on anything. And keep in mind, education is power. If you guys like this presentation, be sure to share it with your friends and family so they can also avoid falling victim to unfortunate scams. We're here to be your trust as Costa Mesa Tech Solutions. We're here to be your trusted local resource against tech scams. Be sure to reach out to us, costamesatechsolutions@gmail.com. We also have our phone number listed, and you can also leave questions in the comments if you have any questions. We will be doing future webinars, so if you have suggestions for what you'd like to see, we're there to help you, and we do offer one-on-ones as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this first webinar. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to share it. Thank you guys.